Good morning and welcome to the Dexter Loves Annie video podcast. My name is Kat and I'm coming to you from Buckinghamshire in England, and it is a very lovely day. How are you all? Welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome back to my existing subscribers, and I apologise for the delay in posting. I had vertigo as I posted last week and that was not fun, so let's not do that again. I hope you all are equipped with your drink. This is my mug of the day, and you're all caffeinated up and ready for some action. There's not much. I haven't been well, but yeah, welcome and enjoy. You're probably noticing slightly different lighting. I have a little ring light up there, and my little pink friend has put in an appearance, and I'll explain why later in the live stuff. But we have upped our game. Still filming on the mobile phone because it's got a better camera than any of the cameras that I own, and I own several. They don't move on fast enough, do they? Anyway, so what am I wearing, you might ask? Well, you might ask. It's my DRK everyday cardigan, and it's finished. Woo-woo. I got to wear it at the weekend. It does up all the way to here. There's another button down here somewhere. I'm trying not to ruffle the microphone too much. There it is. So, there it is. Hand spun yarn. The pattern is by Andrea Mowry of Renee Knits. Let me see if I can come up a bit and show you. Oh, there's another button there, but I'm not going to attempt to button that up. It has this detail here, like a rib. Goes all the way down the side, and there's two down the back as well. Actually, let's take this off. Okay, so I'll maybe put some B-roll in just so that you can see. But I love it, and I wear it all of the time. Actually, I think I'm going to leave that microphone over there because it's still going to pick me up, isn't it? Yeah, we finished it. I think maybe I might need to go back in and add some onto the arms, onto the sleeves. Anyway, that ring light is actually pretty bright. I don't know if we're going to manage that the entire time. I don't know. Anyway, so that, yeah, Andrea Mowry, Renee Knits, DRK everyday cardi. It's supposed to have like folded over ribs in the plackets and the collar, and I think even the cuffs and the bottom band, but I don't like that. It's too thick. I don't like it. I could go for a folded over collar, actually, in hindsight, but we're not doing that. It's done. We might extend the sleeves. That might be it. I actually ended up having to spin more yarn. If you remember, I had to order more of the fibre. I had to ask what the special blend was made up of and order some, and I respun the last of it to finish. I think I had an inch of this button band to do. I think I was about there. That's all I had left to do, but I was just like, sod it, let's just get it done. And this is actually what I have left, and it's probably, I would imagine that's about 80 grams left. So plenty to do the sleeves with, and who knows, I might even bosh out a little hat to match. It's so lovely and warm. It's 100% merino, and yeah, once the sleeves are down to my wrists, it's going to be my comfort go-to cardigan. It's absolutely lovely, and I have a lot of cardigans now. I rehomed one to a friend. One is supposed to be getting frogged, because it's too big for me. And I want to have it. I just want to have it smaller. How it frogs, I don't know. Because it's 4-ply merino superwash and an alpaca lace weight with it. So we'll see. But oh dear. And then I'm just looking at my next finished item, and thinking it kind of goes. So this is my next one. These are just vanilla socks. The yarn is a dye candy yarn. I did it on the wrong needles, so I kept them at shorties. The plan was to do nice long ones, but I'd done them on a 2.5 needle instead of a 2.25. Brain, hello, come on. And so when I realised that, I just put in the heel and the foot. But that's fine. They're actually really nice, and they're that kind of ropey, extra twisted. If it was a solid colour, it'd be absolutely perfect for lace and cable designs. Might actually work as is. I don't know. Might. Who knows? But yeah, they're done, and I'm looking forward to putting them on. 2.5 needles. I did the usual slip stitch heel and flap, and the toe, and they actually don't look like they're going to fit, but it's superwash, which stretches, and also, yeah, they'll fit. I haven't actually tried them on yet. It'll be fine. Oh yeah. So that is my finished objects. Those are my finished objects. I love this so much. So, in terms of works in progress, I did get this back out, as you know, and we are trucking with the sleeves. So this is where I'm at with the sleeves. That's where they started. So I'm on the motorhome right now. Let's show you the body. So I'm doing this right now. I'm about here, and then this will be next, and then this will be next. Now I'm discovering that colour work 2 at a time, magic loop, I'm not counting properly on the bend. I'm going around the bend. So here, both of these patterns are ever so slightly out. I don't think it's going to make too much difference. I think it was actually the one in the middle that's the worst. I think there's extra stitches or stitches missing. There's an extra stitch in the motorhome. It is what it is. I'm not frogging this blooming thing back. It's taken every ounce of motivation to not just say stuff it, let's just do a plain sleeve. I want a colourwork sleeve. I'm going to persevere. But boy, it's yeah, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. I want to talk to you about some hacks that I have done for myself. The first one are these toggle sliders. So I put one in here. So this is my working needle, and I push that all the way up to the work when it's in, and then I put another one here because this is heavy now, and I think some people put the whole project in a project bag, which could work, but this is extra security. So I have it so that they don't, like if there were socks, I'd just clip them together with a couple of stitch markers, but I worry that the weight would actually pull the knitting out if I did that. So that's how I cope with the weight. I think I will get a project bag for it as it gets a bit bigger, because it is getting heavy now. Because I'm doing colour work 2 at a time, I have the main yarn. I've got two coming off the main yarn, both of them coming off the main yarn, but it got far too complicated with just two balls, main and contrast. So I split the contrast in half. What I've done is I've made little project bags for the yarn. So if you can see this blue line in here, I've slip stitched both sleeves and the yarn lives in there. So it's making my life so much easier in terms of tangles. I hate the tangles because you spend half your time untangling the yarn. More time untangling than knitting, I would venture, in my darkest knitting hours. And I'm very keen to get this finished. Not just because I want to wear it, but because I want it done and off the needles and gone. So yeah, 3 more colour work patterns, and that should hopefully be the sleeves. It's possible I might have to put a little bit extra on the bottom. I can't try this on because I've sewn the sleeves up. But I suspect that this, well, no, it might be long enough. Might be too long. Nah, I think that'll be fine. We'll see anyway. We'll find out in a future episode. So this is my Make Your Own Adventure sweater by Sarah Stone. No, Sarah Kelly of Grey Owl Knits. Now I haven't printed out the front. I've printed out the next one that I want to do. So that's who she is. Let's have a look straight. Sarah Kelly of Grey Owl Knits. So this one's Choose Your Own Garden sweater. I'm doing Choose Your Own Adventure. And there's loads of different charts for different camping and outdoorsy themed colour work. I've got a canoe, I've got the fire, the tent. Yeah, the tent was before. Oh, yeah, I panicked then that I'd missed one. The tent is before we split for the armholes. What else have we got? A hiker and a hammock and various other things. Lots of trees and mountains and things. So yeah, it's cool. I am very much looking forward to that to be finished. Did I mention I want it to be finished? Okay, next. Next up, I love this pattern so much. You'll know. I've done 2 of these socks and I have been staring at a colourway since I was trying to decide what colours to use for the previous incarnation of these socks. But I am back on the Under the Hill socks by Kelly of Roro and Cades. I just kept looking at this colour combination because I'd done a bit of cuff in this and changed my mind on the last sock and started a different cuff, but I'd left it on the needles thinking, well, it will start another sock. And it was next to a ball of this. So that's a really nice combo. So I have foregone the knit along this month. It's a 2-month job, but you know what I mean. I have foregone it so that I can get another pair of socks out because I like it. The sock currently that's being knitted along is it's the Daedalus, the one that is named after a row of books in the library. Is it Daedalus? Yeah, I think it's Daedalus. Yeah, it is. I did warn you about my brain today. So those are the only two things that I've got on the go at the moment. Obviously, I've got loads of projects, hibernation, waiting. For example, I haven't touched the penguins. If you're a regular watcher, you'll know my penguins. I've done mountains and then penguins. I'm looking at it. That's as far as I got. I finished the penguins. I'm doing a little bit of snow, and then I'm thinking about some geographic kind of mountainy type things underneath, and then it's straight knitting. But the camping jumper is the priority right now. I also have a pair of socks up by the bed. Long-term watchers will know that it's they are done in the Beetlejuice colourway from Belt Fusion, I think. They're up by the bed, and I will get onto them because that's what those purple ones were. They were by the bed knitting socks. So that's next. But for reasons, I'm not doing as much knitting in bed, and we're about to come on to live stuff. So here come the reasons. Thank you for watching. If you're not interested in live stuff, oh dear, I did have my hair done. It seems to have grown so much. Here comes life. Thank you for sticking with me if you're still here. Yeah, so vertigo, what's all that all about? Oh my word. I woke up Thursday morning and the room was spinning. I rolled over and the room spun more, and then I went back to sleep. Then I woke up, rolled over again, the room insane spinning. So after a while I did get up and move about, and it kind of abated but not completely. And I've had labyrinthitis before, which obviously it comes with an ear infection. And it's all to do with the crystals in your inner ear. Plus, I'm an aerialist. I do pole dancing, pole fitness. I don't do any of that saucy stuff. No, thank you. I'll make everyone weep themselves with laughter. So I do a lot of spinning around a pole. I do a lot of going upside down. I know lots of aerialists with vertigo. It seems to be a thing that happens if you keep changing your equilibrium. So, here it is. I'm now a bona fide aerialist. So Friday, I'd had enough. I rang. We have like an out of hours because I was too late for the doctors. The phone line's open at 8, and by 8:05, all the appointments have gone. So I phoned up our emergency line, which isn't the 999 911 number. It's kind of not such an emergency. It's like the I'm not dying, but I'm not well, ill line. And after 3 phone calls to 3 separate people, I got through to a doctor who sounded like they were half asleep. But anyway, she described me as having benign vertigo and prescribed me some pills because I can't be doing with that. So I've got pills. Today's the first day I haven't taken any, and I feel fine. I did do pole last night. That went fine. There was no vomiting. There was no dizziness. I did take plenty of pills before I went. And yeah, touch wood, it's good. It goes within 7 days normally. I do know one of my friends has quite serious big bouts of it occasionally. But she was a pole instructor and she was up and down and round all of the time. So yeah, I'm feeling better at last. It's really not. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's not the funnest. So yeah, that's been happening. And just almost 3 weeks ago, I decided I got I got influenced, shall we say, to set up a TikTok affiliate marketing shop. account thing. And I put a lot of work in, and I got the requisite number of followers in under a week. So I got to sign up. It's a separate account to the Dexter Loves Annie account. And basically all it means is you spend, I don't know, half an hour a day just putting out videos, marketing products that are in TikTok shops. And for any sale that you make, you get commission. This is my second week of being a TikTok affiliate, and I have won 2 challenges, which has amounted me about £30 in bonuses, and I think I've accumulated something like £6 or £7 in commission, which isn't bad. So I'm going to be carrying on with that. I have friends who are making up to £1,000, over £1,000 a month. You've really got to be putting the work in. I don't think I'm going to be £1,000 a month type, but a little bit of extra money, because it's not coming in from anywhere else really at the moment. And I'm not planning to make any moves to improve that, other than the usual stuff. I do a bit of admin, and I do my designing, and I occasionally work in the shop when my schedule allows. I haven't worked in the shop this year, and my husband's hours have changed, so he's not here that often during the day, which means I can't spend the day in the shop because Annie's here and we don't leave her all day. She's not a dog that can be left too long anyway. So that is life stuff. That's what's happening. If anybody wants to follow me, the account is called Cat's TikTok Corner right now. It probably will change. It's changed 3 times already. Yeah, it has changed 3 times already. And there's some influency life stuff. There's motivational stuff. I do a silly question of the day. Today's one is, if you had a ghost and its purpose was to do something that was going to mildly inconvenience you every day, and you could choose, what would it be? Or no, it wasn't if you could choose. Anyway, spoiling it now. Yeah, if it mildly inconvenienced you, what would it be every day? And I said probably take the beans out of the coffee machine to slow down my caffeine habit. So yeah, just silly things. But then also I'm putting up a load of sales videos of stuff that I use. I'm not advertising anything I don't really use or endorse for myself. And that is where the ring light, see, we're coming back to the beginning now, the ring light and the little pink microphone is from. If it was in purple, it would have been purple, but pink is a close enough second. So that's why we've leveled up a bit. Yeah, I have got a handbag coming that actually I think I'm going to show you guys, because it's got a little grommet hole in it, and I think we need to know about this. So yes, Cat's TikTok Corner, if you want to come along and join in the fun. And yeah, if there is anything I advertise that you fancy, please click my links in my videos and get them, and get me some commission. That'd be awesome. If not, no worries, it's fine. So I'm going to leave you with that. I have no idea how long this is now, because the ring light's covering the little time icon across the top. So hopefully that's not too long. I'll cut it back if I have to in editing. There was a couple of minutes of me rooting under the table for things, and I'll definitely cut that out. I'll probably cut this out. I might not. Who knows? I don't cut much out, to be honest. I like to be myself. I like to just be myself. There's no point in being anything else, is there? So, have a lovely fortnight. I'll be back probably sooner than a fortnight now that I've had a few days off spinning around in my room. So, yeah, I'll be back soon. I hope you have a lovely fortnight. Take care, everybody. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon.